Our journey through the cosmos often begins by looking up. We see stars, we see planets, we see the moon. But in the 21st century, there is much more up there that we cannot see with the naked eye. We have woven a tapestry of technology in the space directly above our world. This region, once the sole domain of astronomers and dreamers, is now a critical part of our daily lives. To manage this new frontier, a new kind of guardian was envisioned. The United States Space Command, or USSPACECOM, was re-established in 2019. It is the latest chapter in humanity's ongoing story of exploration and, inevitably, of protection. It exists to oversee military operations in this final frontier. Think about what space means to us today. It's not just a place for scientific discovery anymore. It's a highway for information. Your phone's GPS signal travels through it. Your weather forecast is shaped by data from satellites orbiting miles above your head. Global communication, banking, and even farming rely on this invisible infrastructure. Because we depend on it so much, we must also protect it. The creation of U.S. Space Command was a formal acknowledgement of this reality. It recognized that space is a domain of human activity, just like the land, the sea, and the air. And like those other domains, it requires vigilance and stewardship. The idea isn't entirely new, of course. For decades, military minds have understood the strategic importance of high ground. In the past, that meant a hill or a mountain. Today, the ultimate high ground is Earth's orbit. An earlier version of Space Command existed from 1985 to 2002, born from the tensions of the Cold War. Its revival in 2019 signals a renewed focus. The world has changed, and the number of nations and companies operating in space has grown exponentially. This bustling, crowded environment presents new challenges and potential conflicts that require a dedicated organization to navigate them safely and securely for the United States. So what is this organization really? It is one of the 11 unified combatant commands of the U.S. Department of Defense. Its mission is not to conquer other worlds or seek out new life. Its purpose is far more immediate and grounded, even though its area of responsibility is anything but. U.S. Space Command is tasked with a simple yet profoundly complex mission: to ensure that space remains safe and accessible for American interests. It's about organizing, training, and equipping forces to conduct operations in, from, and to space. It is a testament to how deeply our civilization is now connected to the cosmos. The primary job of U.S. Space Command is to act as a celestial traffic controller and security guard. Imagine a busy city intersection, but one that spans the entire globe and operates at speeds of thousands of miles per hour. That is low Earth orbit. There are thousands of satellites whizzing around our planet. Some are active, beaming down data for our everyday use. Others are defunct, just cosmic junk. A collision between two satellites, or even with a small piece of debris, could be catastrophic. It could create a cloud of shrapnel that threatens other satellites, setting off a chain reaction that could cripple our global networks. U.S. Space Command's Space Domain Awareness mission is our best tool against this kind of chaos. Using a global network of ground-based radars and optical telescopes, they track objects in orbit as small as a baseball. They catalog these objects, predict their paths, and warn satellite operators of potential collisions. This allows satellite owners, both military and civilian, to move their valuable assets out of harm's way. It's a constant, meticulous effort to keep our orbital highways clear and safe. Without this cosmic bookkeeping, the services we take for granted, from navigation to communication, would be at constant risk of sudden disruption. But the mission goes beyond simply avoiding accidental collisions. U.S. Space Command also ensures that U.S. and allied satellites can perform their functions without interference. Satellites are the eyes and ears of the modern world. They provide vital intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. They enable secure communications for military forces deployed around the globe. An adversary might try to jam a satellite signal, effectively blinding it, or even attempt to disable it physically. A core part of Space Command's job is to deter such actions and, if necessary, defend these critical assets from any hostile intent. This defensive posture is about maintaining what military strategists call space superiority. It doesn't mean owning space. It means ensuring the freedom to operate there when needed. It's analogous to a navy ensuring freedom of navigation on the high seas. The goal is to preserve a stable and secure space environment so that the benefits it provides to the military, the economy, and to science can continue uninterrupted. It is a task of immense scale and importance, safeguarding the technological backbone of our modern civilization from its perch among the stars. It is, in essence, a mission to protect our way of life. While much of U.S. Space Command's focus is on protecting assets in space, its gaze is also directed back toward Earth. The vantage point of orbit provides an unparalleled perspective for monitoring terrestrial activities. This is where the command plays a crucial role in global security, acting as a tireless sentinel against threats originating from our own planet. One of its most critical functions is missile warning. Specialized satellites equipped with powerful infrared sensors are constantly scanning the globe, watching for the intense heat bloom that signifies the launch of a ballistic missile anywhere on Earth. This capability is the cornerstone of strategic deterrence. If a missile is launched, these satellites can detect it within seconds. They can track its trajectory and predict its intended impact point. This information is relayed instantly to national command centers, providing precious minutes of warning time. Those minutes are everything. They allow leaders to verify the threat, decide on a response, and potentially activate missile defense systems to intercept the incoming weapon. In a world where the speed of conflict can be measured in minutes, this early warning system from space is an indispensable shield, helping to prevent miscalculation and maintain global stability. Beyond missile defense, U.S. Space Command supports nearly every military operation on the ground. When soldiers need to know their precise location, they rely on the Global Positioning System, a constellation of satellites maintained and protected by space forces. When a pilot needs to communicate securely or a ship needs to navigate treacherous waters, they are often using signals that have traveled to space and back. Space Command ensures that these essential services are available, reliable, and secure for U.S. and allied forces, giving them a decisive advantage in information and awareness. The command's earthly watch also extends to monitoring the space activities of other nations. It keeps track of new satellite launches, observing what other countries are placing into orbit and what those satellites might be capable of. This is not about espionage in the traditional sense, but about transparency and understanding the strategic landscape. By maintaining a clear picture of the space environment, U.S. Space Command helps to deter aggression and reduce the chance of surprise. Its role is a constant, quiet vigil, using the clarity of space to bring a measure of security to the world below. So, we see that U.S. Space Command is our guardian against earthly threats and our protector of orbital assets. But what about dangers that originate not from Earth but from the cosmos itself? The universe is a vast and dynamic place. It is filled with asteroids and comets, ancient wanderers on journeys that sometimes cross our own planet's path. Could Space Command's mission one day expand to include defending Earth from such a cosmic impact? Officially, this is not its job. That task, known as planetary defense, currently falls to civilian agencies like NASA, which find and track these near-Earth objects. However, the capabilities being developed by Space Command could, in theory, be relevant. The same sensors that track satellites and missiles could also track an incoming asteroid. The same command and control systems that manage military operations could one day be used to coordinate a response to a cosmic threat. Imagine a future where an asteroid is on a collision course with Earth. The skills needed to launch a mission to intercept it, to precisely navigate a spacecraft and perhaps deploy a device to nudge the asteroid onto a safer path, are very similar to the skills being honed by space forces today for other purposes. Then there is the ultimate question, the one that sparks our imagination and fills our science fiction stories. What about extraterrestrial life? It is vital to approach this topic with a healthy dose of scientific skepticism. As of today, on June 8, 2025, we have zero evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth. The mission of U.S. Space Command is firmly rooted in the known realities of the 21st century. Its adversaries are human, and its concerns are terrestrial. The command is not scanning the skies for alien starships. Its budget, training, and equipment are all dedicated to addressing the challenges we face right here, right now. Yet the universe invites us to wonder, if we were ever to encounter a signal or an object that was unambiguously of intelligent non-human origin, who would be called upon to respond? It is a fascinating thought experiment. While its current mandate is clear, an organization like U.S. Space Command represents humanity's most advanced capability to operate in and react to events in space. For now, it remains our guardian of the near-Earth environment. But as we continue our journey into the cosmos, the skills it fosters may prove essential for challenges we can't yet imagine. Thank you for your curiosity. Keep looking up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content.